everybody. I'm Yoletta here, and it's time for this week's update. And just kind of continuing on from the last few weeks, we are still working on our World 3 boss. It is definitely the most complicated thing I've done in this game so far. That being said, this is probably the last update that's going to be focused on it. So let's go ahead and show off what we got here. Okay, so we have, let me turn on invincibility because there's stuff going on. We have Wendy O. Koopa in her little submarine. Custom sprite that is, might still need a little bit of work, but I kind of like the way it came out. She bounces around the stage, and in one of four positions, we've got the octopus blinking. You saw it spit out some ink there. Let's go over things. So it's the focus of the boss will be trying to hit Wendy. Right now I don't have any of her boss hitbox type stuff set up. I want to make sure I got her teleporting around the stage set up. But basically, she's going to bounce around the stage. Right now, I have her set up to just teleport to one of four positions randomly. It just rolls a random number generator in the background, says number from 1 to 4, and depending on the result, she jumps to one of four positions. I do have some programming in place that would make her jump to different positions based on what tentacles are in what positions. But with that code, she tended to favor sticking in the lower right-hand corner. Not necessarily a bad thing, but with her kind of going randomly around, she kind of ended up jumping into different positions about as much as she was before. It might look a little weird because every now and then the tentacle will clip into her, but it's not nearly as much of an issue as I thought it would be, so I might just leave her with the randomly jumping around. And I do have her set to fade out and shrink as she disappears. If I get really, really, gutsy, I might try making a little bit of an animation for swimming into the background and kind of go with that. It would definitely look better with that. But if not, then at least have her, doing this thing, and then of course you have to follow her around the screen and try to shoot her while dodging tentacles. For the octopus, I have him shooting ink. It's supposed to be basically every 30 seconds he rolls a 1 in 100 chance. If he rolls I think it's a 1 or a 0, then he'll spit the ink. Weirdly high. Well, it's weird because he's either been shooting it a ton or not at all. So I might still tweak those numbers a little bit. Also I don't know why he's just blinking continuously. He's supposed to have a 1 in 8 chance of blinking, and yeah, he's just blinking like crazy. So I probably need to. I do have his event timer right now set to only 30 frames. Like every half a second he's rolling. So that's probably why he's blinking so much. I might adjust that a little bit. But right now I'm just worried about getting everything working properly. But that is basically going to be the boss fight. Chase Wendy around, blast her, until she gets knocked out. All I really have to do with her is to add the rest of the boss fight stuff, like the rolling in from the side and HP and all the victory setup stuff. Just kind of want to make sure I got her teleporting around, got the tentacles working, got the ink working. So that is what's going on there. Obviously, probably still needs a little bit of tweaking, but I'm feeling pretty good overall about things. So we'll go ahead and bounce from here for right now. And the rest of it is very much just gonna be copy and pasting. I do want to do a couple of small things I want to give the octopus a defeat animation, kind of like I did with the other two bosses. But that'll be pretty simple. It'll make a teardrop from its eye when it's getting knocked out. In fact, yeah, we'll get over to that here in a moment. But let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. But the big octo will have this tear dropping from its eye when you finish him off. So we'll I don't know if you can see that because of my cursor, but heck, whatever. Professional. I'm totally professional. Yeah, sure. But yeah, that right there, like he had this little eye thing, that was way more effort than it was required. But and then of course I am still working on this thing, so I'm gonna start cleaning this up and try to put it out there for other people who may need this sprite for whatever reason. And then the only other thing is, I guess I'll talk about Wendy's custom sprite because yeah, that is an Amuleta exclusive, first time ever. A custom sprite. It's yeah, I mean it could be better, but it's also not too bad. Was kind of struggling with what to do with her design. There was like an early prototype, and I realized I could do the clown car that the Koopas use. Stole the sprite from Super Mario Maker, and then I randomly remembered that Felix the Cat, of all things, had an NES game, and in that NES game, he had a submarine. And while so I drew some inspiration from that. I didn't make a giant Wendy Koopa head, because that'd be silly. Um, but I also didn't make it so that the submarine will spit its projectiles out, because apparently that's how Felix the Cat do. Um, I don't know. That's one of those ones that I'll have to check out at some point because it just seems kind of silly. But yeah, I figured I'd put the clown car logo on the side, give her a few spots, kind of match with Wendy's bow. Got the little propellers there, kind of like the clown car. This is supposed to be like a torpedo tube or something of that, something like that, but kind of just turned out looking like a fin or a wing, which is fine. I just didn't want to have like a straight white space down here. Um, may still tweak it a little bit, but I'll probably eventually put this up in my DeviantArt. But yeah, again, like it doesn't seem like much, but it was a lot of trying to get, having to get all the sprite work ready because I had to like get the face and like figure out exactly what's changing here and get everything lined up, took oh, which took a bit of time. I'm still learning how to like really mess with these and how to make them look good, and I kind of just kept messing up getting all those pixels in the right place. Um, and then like figuring out what in blazes was going on with the ink cloud because this thing is basically the same sprite 4 times, but in different configurations, and that took me a bit to kind of work out what was going on there, especially since then the other two parts of that sprite are, this one, and this one are the same orientation, but this one's reversed. And then you come over here, and then these three over here are the same orientation, but then this one's reversed, so it's trying to decide like how to do that, or just trying to figure out like how I want to make that work. It's not. It's kind of a simple thing once you know what you're looking for, but I did have to go and like actually get the sprites and figure out how they were interacting with each other. But yeah, I guess I'm just that's kind of everything. I don't know. I just didn't want to feel like I didn't do that much because it was a lot of work on this type of stuff, and I had to get something there. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Hopefully by this time next week, I will have the rest of Boss 3 set up. I do still need to do a couple of screens for level 3 to kind of get that finished off, but those shouldn't be too hard. Get the rest of the level 3 stuff set up, and then hopefully have this done by next week. That's the plan, at least. Oh, yeah, I think I mentioned this in one of the previous videos, but like the ink will home in on you. I don't know if I mentioned that this time. See, now he's not streaming the ink at all. But, yeah, that should be everything for now. Looking forward to being done with this boss fight, because I'm quite tired of, there we go, because I'm quite tired of messing with him. But, yeah, that should be everything for now. There's a hitbox that needs to be fixed somewhere there. Okay, well, that's, yeah, still gotta clean up some of this stuff. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Um, as always, thank you for watching my silly little videos, if you have been. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, or I forgot to mention at the start, but I am trying a different headphone setup this time, or not headphone, microphone. That's what these things are called. Different microphone setup, so maybe the audio sounds better. I don't know, playing around with things, trying to make things better. But yeah, I mean, if you have any input, let me know in the comments. Feedback is always welcome, appreciated, and thank you as always for watching my silly little videos. And yeah, I hope you have a great week and take care.